Top new games in October 2024. Hello and welcome to Ma Game Channel. As game publishers are already gearing up for the holiday season, October is packed with big game releases and a couple of horror classics in time for Halloween. Two huge series are releasing new games this October. As usual, Call of Duty is launching its annual game this month, and it's Black Ops' turn to get a new entry this year. Dragon Age fans will finally get to play the long-awaited sequel to 2014's Game of the Year, Inquisition. Here's our list of most anticipated games releasing in October 2024. So, enjoy the video. SpongeBob SquarePants, the Patrick Star Game. The Patrick Star Game is an upcoming SpongeBob SquarePants video game developed by PHL Collective and published by Outright Games. This game is part of the SpongeBob 25 campaign, along with being the first video game of the franchise to be based around Patrick Star. Patrick fans, your time has come, and Bikini Bottom is your open-world playground. You can skydive with just a parasol, or nothing at all, search for buried treasure in the dump, or release the rage in Mrs. Puff's Rage Room. Use almost any item you find, from the reef blower to a paint can, to make the world more Patrick. And take on challenges only Patrick would attempt, set by Up SpongeBob, Sandy Cheeks, Mr. Krabs, and more. It will be released on October 4th, 2024 for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
This is Patrick.
Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred. Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred is an upcoming major expansion pack for the action role-playing dungeon-crawling game Diablo 4. Vessel of Hatred, the upcoming expansion for Diablo 4, transports players to the sinister realm of Nahantu, set in the year 1336. This expansion delves deep into the malevolent plans of Mephisto, one of the prime evils, and his intricate schemes for sanctuary. Throughout the narrative, players will uncover the intertwined fates of Mephisto and Nerel, revealing hidden truths and dark secrets. The central theme of the expansion is isolation and its profound impact on individuals, promising a gripping and emotionally charged storyline. It is scheduled to release on October 8, 2024, for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi is a series of fighting games developed by Spike based on the Dragon Ball manga series by Akira Toriyama. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero will most likely loosely retell the plot of the Dragon Ball story. No footage from the original Dragon Ball series has been shown, so instead it will be safe to assume that it will have stories from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero will be a 3D fighting game reminiscent of the classic Budokai Tenkaichi series. Not much of the gameplay systems have been revealed, but extensive gameplay footage can be seen where Goku and Vegeta fight through the skies, trading blows and firing off ki blasts in a series of exhilarating battles. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero will be released on October 11, 2024, on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam.
I am the one who will destroy you!
Starship Troopers, Extermination. Starship Troopers, Extermination is a 16-player PvE first-person shooter video game built on the Unreal Engine that's set in the Starship Troopers film universe and takes place 23 years after the original 1997 film. Extermination is a squad-based game that features large-scale battles against the arachnids, with rounds lasting around 20 to 30 minutes depending on game mode and difficulty. Although primarily an online multiplayer game, it will also have a single-player mode that features Casper Van Dien reprising his role as Johnny Rico to give the player orders. Players operate as a trooper in the elite Deep Space Vanguard as one of 6 playable classes: Sniper, Demolisher, Guardian, Engineer, Medic, and Ranger. Each class possesses a primary weapon, secondary weapon, utility item, grenade, and up to 2 selectable perks, with multiple options for each slot. New perks and gear unlock as players progress in the persistent class progression system. It will have an official full release on October 11, 2024 for PC as well as on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S consoles.
Service guarantees citizenship.
A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Italian studio Storman Games and published by Saber Interactive. A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead is set in the same post-apocalyptic universe as the 2018 film and its 2020 sequel, where blind alien creatures use smell to hunt, decimating society, and forcing survivors into silence. Like the films, the game revolves around the harsh realities of survival in this eerie, quiet world. However, new challenges arise, hinting at more danger to come. While details about the game's specific narrative are sparse, it promises to delve into the tension between survival and the complexities of interpersonal relationships in such a hostile environment. The Road Ahead is set to release on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S later in 2024. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 is an upcoming first-person shooter game co-developed by Treyarch and Raven Software and published by Activision. Black Ops 6 immerses players in a spy action thriller set during a period marked by the end of the Cold War and the emergence of the United States as the sole superpower. The campaign features a mind-bending narrative characteristic of the Black Ops series. The story transports players to the early 1990s, building on the historical context of the time. You will find yourself entangled in a clandestine conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the US government. Branded as a traitor for resisting, you must go rogue to combat the very system that created you. In classic Black Ops style, the plot is filled with intrigue, distrust, and psychological twists, challenging your perception of reality and truth. Black Ops 6 is scheduled for release on October 25, 2024, for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Life is Strange, Double Exposure is an upcoming episodic adventure game developed by Deck 9 and published by Square Enix. In Life is Strange, Double Exposure, you will once again step into the shoes of Max Caulfield, the protagonist from the original Life is Strange. Now a resident photographer at the prestigious Caledon University, Max is confronted with a shocking tragedy when she discovers her new friend Sophie murdered in the snow. In a desperate bid to save her, Max attempts to use her time-rewinding powers, which she hasn't employed in years. Instead, she inadvertently opens a portal to a parallel timeline where Sophie is still alive but in imminent danger. In Life is Strange, Double Exposure, like its predecessor, players will experience an episodic adventure game where player decisions and Max's unique abilities are seamlessly integrated. Double Exposure will be released for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S on October 29, 2024 with a Nintendo Switch version to be released later.
I told you, Max. I trust you. What is this? This time, I have to face the music.
Dragon Age, The Veilguard. Dragon Age, The Veilguard is an upcoming action role-playing video game developed by BioWare and published by Electronic Arts. Veilguard's combat is more action-orientated than previous games, with John Epler describing it as a system that iterates on what came before. It's essentially a culmination of the previous game's combat systems, but takes more of an action focus, with each class having specializations that you can activate as you fight on the battlefield, with a skill tree to tailor your character. Just like previous Dragon Age entries, you'll also be able to make choices and select dialogue that will feed into how scenes play out, with the dialogue will looking similar to those found in Dragon Age 2. The game is scheduled to be released for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S on October 31, 2024. Well, that's the game we're most looking forward to in October 2024. If there is a game that you think is interesting to play, please add it in the comments column below. Hopefully this video can give you an idea of what game you are going to play. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications for new videos. See you on the next video.